Well, Mayo girl.
Oh, Duke's is the best.
Duke's is the fantastic, yes. Hellman's, it's all right if it's, now that Duke's is everywhere, I prefer it, but yeah. But don't give me no Miracle Whip. No thanks.
It's the whitest conversation I've ever been in.
Watch out, it's spicy.
People just sitting there talking about mayonnaise.
I'll give you some mayonnaise.
Ew.
Golly. So many things going on in the world, and we're in here talking about whether or not you like Duke's or Miracle Whip.
Well, it started out with not liking mustard. And
Right.
Yeah.
he doesn't like eggs. And
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There you go. There it is. Wrap it up. Thank you all for
Everybody
joining
likes
us
the one
tonight.
thing.
Only fat Americans can have foods they don't really
Absolutely.
enjoy.
Right. They're like, I'd rather starve than eat Miracle Whip.
Like I say, I eat like my health care is free.
That is true, man. We do, don't we? All right. Are you guys ready to get started?
Yes.
Sure.
Can't wait for the stories tonight.
Oh, man. We got a bunch, too. All right. Let's just go ahead and go for it.
Get it?
Here we go. 3, 2. Welcome to the After Two Beers podcast. I'm Dutch Dalton, joined as always by Kimmy Gibbler.
That's me.
And Michael Summers.
What's going on?
We are going to bring you some news tonight. We've had 3 weeks to store up some pretty good stories. Unfortunately,
good stuff.
Yeah, I had the nasal shit. I'm still fighting it.
Right.
But it's better than the flu that's going around.
Yes.
From what I
You
understand.
know what to help with that? Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Ew.
Mayonnaise.
I don't think that's what it does.
Oh, jeez. You know what? That's our first thing that we can drop in the old conversation bucket tonight. Do you like mayonnaise or Miracle Whip?
Yeah.
Or
And do you have a preference on brands of mayonnaise?
mayonnaise. All right. If this is your first time joining the After Two Beers podcast, welcome. We are excited to have you here. If basically what we do in a nutshell is we consume a couple drinks that takes the muffler off, lets us really speak freely and open-mindedly about, shit that really is going to embarrass us in 20 years when we watch these back. But we also talk about news stories that you will not hear on your evening news, but I like sharing them because this is the people we live amongst.
We want to keep you informed.
These are real Americans.
This shit is actually happening.
Yeah.
These are going to be the people that pay for our Social Security.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Ish.
Yeah. You better be paying for your own. Called a 401k. That's
Right.
all I'm going to tell you.
It's called baseball card.
Baseball card.
Funko Pops. And
Oh, man.
Purses. Sorry.
I just hope my
That's just me.
kids get good jobs.
right.
Oh, wow. Mayo is a popular topic tonight.
Yeah, it
Man,
is.
I told you it would be.
Mayonnaise with cooking Miracle Whip.
For sandwiches? No. Don't mess
cooking.
up your sandwiches with a Miracle
Man,
Whip.
I forgot about the mayo with olive oil. That is a good one.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Okay.
Lost audio.
Yeah.
Is the audio back? Can we confirm?
No, it's going.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
What do you got?
Here we go.
wanna s-
You know what? This would be the audio for the actual podcast. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's just do it again. Mayo really got me sidetracked.
There you go.
I can't
It's
believe
back.
fucking fighting Mayo brain. I didn't even know it was a thing.
It is a thing.
Oh, yeah.
I have Mayo on the brain. All right, here we go. 3, 2. Welcome to the After Two Beers podcast. I'm Dutch Dalton, joined as always by Kimmy Gibbler
That's me.
and my good buddy Michael Summers.
What's going on?
We are coming to you from downtown Richmond, thanks to our good buddy Kevin Shook here at Global Media Enterprises. If you're looking to do something like this, or maybe you've got some promotional material you need to put together for your company, reach out to Global Media and they will hook you up.
Absolutely.
If this is your first time watching the After Two Beers podcast, we greatly appreciate you stopping in. We do go live typically every other Thursday right now. And you can also listen to us on iTunes and Spotify if you don't catch the live videos. We encourage the live videos mostly because you get to engage with us. For
Yes,
some reason,
please do.
Mayo was a big topic 5 minutes ago.
It was, wasn't it?
I don't know how that happened.
It's always a good topic.
Get yourself a drink and come talk mayo.
There you go.
Duke's Mayo, of course.
Absolutely. It was.
Dukes.
We're at Duke's house.
Are you?
We are.
What we got going on tonight?
Yeah. So before we get started, I want to, again, we thanked our buddy Kevin. I want to sure we thank our Patreon sponsors
Yes, get
as well.
them in there.
if you want to support the show for as little as $3 a month, you can go to patreon.com/after2beers and you can support us there. We just got a brand new membership. Amy Thompson, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
And we've had a lot of people that have hung on with us for a long time, Mike Coddington amongst others. So thank you all very much for helping us out. We utilize the funds not only for this show, but we've been doing trivia now. We're pretty busy with that.
Oh, yeah.
And we had to replace all the equipment on it.
Yeah.
So
another killer show last night.
Yeah.
You all should come out to the Elks. It was great.
yeah, we're going to keep doing those here at the Richmond Elks here locally until the end of March. Those are at 7:30 on Wednesdays. And follow us on Facebook. You can also see the VFW ones we're doing here locally. And if you want us to, we'll come to your place and do them. You know, we get views and listens from all over. We're starting to really take off in certain countries that are unique to me. Like
We're huge in Germany.
Germany's picking up Paris. People in Paris are listening.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
if
We could do trivia there.
Yeah, if they front the bill,
I'll be more than happy
put a
to.
bunch of us Americans in their bar. It'll be a good time. I promise you that. All right. Without further ado, let's jump into the stories. Like I mentioned before we started, we've been away for 3 weeks, so there's a pretty good selection here.
I can't wait to hear these.
There's always some DUIs. If you drive intoxicated in this country or around the world, I've got one from Britain this week, and you either crash into something stupid or you're driving something stupid, I will talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to find it and talk about it.
A lot of people are being silly in the world, especially here in the United States. Got lots of those stories. But I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Not all of them are from Florida, are they?
No, some of them from Indiana, probably.
Not going to lie. My first story is from Florida.
There, you knew it.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens. Look, Dukes, I'm telling you.
Dukes is the
do it.
best.
I am now believing that we need to do an entire podcast just on mayo.
Yeah, I told you.
I mean,
After
we're
two
the
mayos.
Midwest. Mayonnaise is important around here.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Everything.
Here's the story. I gotta shut you two down. We're gonna keep talking about mayo the whole damn time. This happened last Sunday afternoon. It was in Fort Pierce, Florida. I went to a picture scene here.
Okay.
52-year-old guy. He's minding his business. He's sitting on the couch. He's got his phone out. He's rolling through the Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? Things at home aren't the greatest between him and his old lady. And I can say that affectionately after you hear what's going on here. His 50-year-old wife, so they're basically like us.
Yeah.
You know, middle lifers now.
Easy.
No, we're not.
Don't
It's
push
the
me
50s.
too many years,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Don't put her out there like that.
Her name is Julissa Negron, and they wanted to spice things up, or maybe she did.
no.
She was in town gathering her belongings before making a big move from Puerto Rico to Connecticut. That's where she and her husband had tied the knot back in 2003. But as with many transitions, things didn't go so smoothly that day.
Right.
The day before, apparently, she was on her best behavior. She had had a few too many drinks, and on this day was feeling a little bit disorderly. The argument starts over something trivial. Now, this may not be trivial in some relationships.
Laundry.
No, it was who he follows on Instagram. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of relationships that have been ruined by social media.
Oh,
You
yeah.
think?
Yeah. So tensions got a little
A
heated.
little heated, yeah.
You know, she's
Yeah.
already moving. I guess he's like, fuck it. I'm just going to scroll whoever I want. She got in his face and was trying to provoke him. And when he threatened to call the police, she did what any sensible woman would do. She pulled out a dildo and started swinging it like a baseball bat. Now, we don't know much about the dildo itself.
I did not go there. I was
It's
thinking
got to be
not-
a pretty
It's gotta
pretty
be a
good size
good
one.
one.
You
Yeah.
can swing it like a bat.
He's got a little mushroom-shaped bruise on his cheek, or what?
mushroom tat on his forehead. Oh, man.
Oh, when the police arrived, they were greeted by the gentleman outside. He said, I'm just going to warn you, my wife, she's in there. She's probably naked, and she's probably going to flash you. So, from a cop's perspective, you may be happy to go into such
Right.
situation. Or,
Well,
but I'm
Might
going
not
to
be
warn
the
you.
worst situation I've been in.
She's wielding a weapon, a dildo. He explained that his wife had a history of being abusive, which is why he had to leave his own home when she went to Puerto Rico. But today she was agitated, disorderly, and smelled of alcohol.
Oh, no.
Alcohol.
Not alcohol.
The cause and cure. This is a woman right there. This is why I love doing this with Kevin. He can pull this stuff up. This proves right here that I'm not lying. That he got beat up with a dildo.
Maybe it was the suction cup end on his.
In the end, she was arrested at the scene and booked into the county jail on a misdemeanor battery count.
A what?
Oh, wow.
Misdemeanor.
There we go.
Yeah. It hasn't even kicked in yet.
A Mr. Birdiner.
I'm hot tonight.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sweating
conceited,
like a
too.
whore in church. She was freed on custody last Monday. She posted a $1,000 bond. I just want to know when she goes in to talk to the judge. He's like, why did you swing the dildo on it?
I like this comment. How many practice swings are too many practice swings?
She looks nuts. That was probably where she was gripping the dildo.
Oh, the nuts.
That's right. Only in Florida.
Amen.
She looks shaft.
Bringing it to Connecticut. So watch out, everybody from Connecticut.
I want to know who keeps a random dildo in their living room that at any moment
Like,
could
was it
use
under the
But
couch cushion?
If she was packing up her stuff, maybe she already had it out and was just like, you know what? Today's the
Let
day.
me tell you
buddy.
something.
Today's the day, buddy.
Shaking it at him.
It sounds like she was using it like put coat hangers on with clothes. It was big
maybe
enough
she
to
had
swing it
another
like a
one.
bat.
Like nunchucks or something, tied them together.
Man, nothing like internet and dildos to get a relationship out of sorts.
There
Hey,
you
she was
go.
putting it in glasses, make sure they don't shatter.
Oh, well, I am happy to report. Here's our next story. It's from Texas.
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 There you go.
And I got to tell you, one of my pet peeves with local here in Indiana, I'm sure it's in Texas as well. I am all for people that want to go out and hunt if they're looking to bring food home.
Yeah.
And put it in their freezer and process it and eat it. And if you want to hang the head on the wall, hey, more power to you.
whatever.
It's kind of weird, but hey, you know, if you want to hang a
Put
dead
some
animal on,
sunglasses on it.
right?
There's other harvesting done.
Tell it to quit
That's
looking
not.
at me.
I'm just saying, there's a dead animal on your wall, just
I
looking
know,
at you.
but I'm saying
There's
that there's
plenty of
other
spiders on
hunting
mine.
that is necessary, like coyotes and such, which it's a fine line for me because
that's another good one.
sometimes they look like dogs, and I'm like, oh,
They're from the same family. Of
However-
course, they look like dogs.
yeah, but they also kill your dogs.
Well, yeah, a lot of things
and
kill
if
dogs.
they if they become
I'm going to hunt beaver.
Melissa asked, "Who doesn't keep a
probably
dildo in
need a
their bed in
divorce
the living room?"
first.
Oh, okay. Do you got a permit to hunt
man.
beaver?
That's how you're going to end up with half your shit. No, I would not suggest that.
don't do
Not
it.
a good
It's
idea.
a trap.
You've got so
It's
many
a trap.
kids.
It's a beaver trap.
Do you know how much your child
Is it beaver?
support would be?
Yeah, I looked it up. It's not pretty.
It'd be bigger than the USAID that Trump just cut off.
He's gonna move to Florida.
I'd become my own LLC and get a government contract.
There you go. All right, let's get back to this hunting
What do
thing.
you got?
One of my pet peeves. I just still didn't get to finish it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's wild to me that people will shoot an animal and kill it. And then proudly show it on Facebook. And people love it. Hearts.
Hearts.
Oh, look at that
Thumbs
dead
ups.
dog looking thing. Like a coyote. People are so excited to show dead animals on
Yeah.
on
If there
Facebook.
are animals that are going to kill your domestic animals or that are going to become like overpopulated and
Yeah.
do
Well-
other issues,
Well, let me
I'm sorry. I'm on both sides here.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, those people are not killing those coyotes because they're worried about dogs in backyards.
I know of somebody that is, so
Well,
I will.
There
I
might
will
be a
just,
one. Most of them are
We'll
worried
agree
about.
to disagree.
Well, let me finish.
What
Let me
else you
fin-
got? What
let
else
me
is,
finish.
what's in it?
Most of those guys are killing those coyote because they're in their deer area and they're rabbit hunting, and they want to hunt other shit that is being affected by this one. So I got to kill the coyote so it doesn't take care of the fawns.
Yeah.
So I can go out and shoot them. I got to shoot these so I can shoot them.
So it doesn't take out mine. What I
Exactly.
want.
Now, I do
I get
agree
that.
with you. It does happen. I'm sure there's
It's
a lot of
fine.
hunters. There's a lot of my buddies that are like, oh, man, you don't know. They'll be eating your dogs and cats and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I have bald eagles that fly over my house
Yeah.
now with a Yorkie. Like, it's like...
I've known a
look,
couple
that's
Yorkies that
probably
I wish
true.
a bald
oh,
eagle
no,
would
this is
come
funny
pick up.
here.
But
See? They even like mayo.
It's all over the place, man.
Just people putting dead... Anyway, let's get back to
What
the
do you
story.
got? What's
Okay.
the story?
Otherwise, we're going to be here till next Thursday. Anyway, game wardens in East Texas busted a deer hunter recently. They caught him hunting. This is genius to me. From a porta potty. Now, he had taken a porta potty and he had set it up on someone else's property. That's why it's a problem.
Okay.
He had spray painted it camo and cut holes in the side of this thing for his gun. He had made it basically a deer
A
blind
little deer blind. Yeah.
with a portable shitter.
Hey, it might have been cheaper.
It work, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even mad at this guy. Apparently, he had set it up on private property and didn't ask. Officials found out about it about a year ago and set up cameras, and they caught him when he came back in November on the first day of deer season. Apparently, there's photos of this thing online. They charged him after he admitted to hunting without permission. He also had to remove the porta potty. They didn't say if it was functioning or not, but technically, I always tell people this. Technically, anywhere can be a bathroom.
Anywhere's a bathroom.
Right?
If I go piss on that sidewalk, I've made that
You
sidewalk.
can put a board over the shitter just to make sure that you've got a more comfortable seat. However,
These are
like-
standard deer blind. Oh, look at that.
I mean,
There it is.
He was really good with the spray paint.
Oh, my
That's terrible.
God. That's horrible. Deer would be like,
Like the deer are like, when the hell did I show up in New York City? That's
Yep.
terrible graffiti, bud.
Yep. You're never gonna see me here.
I feel like it's more of a survival thing that he doesn't have to leave to go shit.
anything.
I think he's sitting in there with no pants, no underwear, just.
Yeah, but if you've
With a
ever been
hustler.
with if you know any deer hunters, like you have to use a certain detergent so that there's no smell on your clothes
Yeah.
to not deter the deer away from the area. I have have a suspicion that if you're dropping a deuce out there, the deer are going to be like,
Wait a minute. That doesn't-
that smells like Skyline. I don't think that's my area.
Oh, man.
That's not normal.
that smells like Duke Mayo out here.
God. All right. Let's go to
Anyway.
another state. We've
Where
already
we
picked
at?
on Florida and Texas. Let's go to Wisconsin.
Even better.
A 22-year-old woman there named Kaylee Branter. Her and her husband, or future husband, or boyfriend, they got in an argument about their wedding venue. And that's when things went downhill.
Yeah, you just agree with that.
Yeah. Well,
There's
apparently.
a guy that has an opinion about a wedding.
Well,
Just let me know when I show up.
He wanted,
Right,
it,
well-
he wanted it at the Dales.
it didn't work out for him because as he was now he says he was claiming he was trying to leave. She pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the neck.
Oh,
Okay.
That boyfriend claims Kaylee was the aggressor. She got out of control when the conversation got heated and he was trying to leave out the back door when he felt a pain in his neck. It was a knife.
Usually a pain in the ass, but okay.
I would say he dodged a bullet, but he
No.
didn't even dodge the
He
knife.
caught it right in the neck.
Now, Kaylee claims it was self-defense. She picked up the knife because she was scared. She said the stabbing happened when she put her hands up and he was coming towards her. There's no indication that the boyfriend's life is life-threatening, which is good. Injury is life-threatening. It also sounds like the police believe his version of the story.
Right.
I wasn't able to. I actually did look. No word if whether or not they're still planning on getting married.
I would suggest no.
Hold on, let me check Facebook real quick. I'll
He's
find
like,
him.
at least hit me
Don't
with a dildo.
do it.
He should replace all
Right.
the knives with dildos,
Dildos.
in the kitchen, and he wouldn't have had a problem.
You're getting sporks from now on. You know?
Oh my gosh! Oh, this is great.
You got another one.
Is this the lady that stabbed him?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Oh my god! Just stabbed her boyfriend.
But ma'am, you stabbed him.
The neighborhood crime watch area.
You stabbed him in the back of
Yeah,
the
they
neck.
didn't do shit, did they?
No.
Yeah, like if he was coming at her, it wouldn't have been in the back of the neck. Yeah, I believe him too.
Yeah. Well.
Bitches be cray.
honestly, you
Bitches
never-
be cray.
it's her wedding. She's probably been planning this for.
Since she was a
Years.
child, however,
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was a thing until my daughter-in-law, or stepdaughter-in-law, told me that. Like she had been planning
planning
a
it
wedding since she was a
forever.
kid,
yeah.
and I'm like, wow,
There you go.
I wanted to play baseball.
I didn't. Well,
It's something, you know what I mean?
I want to thumb wrestle.
Little girls with little blankets attached to their heads,
Sit
pretending
low.
to be brides.
Just rub
Whatever.
some mayo on it.
Oh gosh.
There
you go.
Here we go.
Then you got to worry about coyotes eating. All right, now here
We're
it
gonna
is.
keep circling back.
We are recording this on February. I got to keep you two in line tonight.
Yeah, you do.
The makers is making you two go off on tangent. That's my job normally. If all three of us are doing it, we're in trouble. We are recording this on Thursday, February 13th. That makes tomorrow a very important day here in the United States and around the world.
sir.
It is Valentine's Day. Yeah. I said on the radio, I do a little point radio show here locally, that I think Valentine's Day is too close to Christmas. That is a lot of pressure on a man within a month and a half of like
Come up with another gift.
Yes, if you fuck up one, you cannot fuck up the other.
No.
Other, it's done.
It's over.
It's done.
You gotta.
Well,
that's what they. Valentine's Day. You fuck up Christmas. Hey, redeem yourself.
Yeah.
You got a couple months.
Now I'm going to ask
it
you
out.
both, and I would love to hear from our listeners on this. If this would be something they would be interested in. There's a company in California. Man, we are jumping all over the U.S. tonight.
Yes.
It's called Magical Adventure Balloon Rides. It's based 90 miles southeast of L.A. in Temecula, California. Temecula?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably right. Temecula.
I like yours better.
Temecula is better, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably sounds right. Man.
I love it when you don't know how to pronounce something.
I don't
you
know
actually
these
do
things.
like a little bit of an accent.
Well, I figure if I say it fast enough, people will move on.
Oh, yeah, we know what that
Hunter
is.
says, I got Valentine's and a birthday a week apart. Ooh. Guess who's eating ramen noodles for the next month?
Yes.
All right.
Anyway.
So this company out of Temecula.
There you go.
And I've heard that. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway. They do a thing that allows you in this hot air balloon to join the Mile High Club. There's a pilot with you. This is all true, by the way. There's a pilot with you. He hides behind a screen with earmuffs to give you
In
privacy.
a basket? The basket is not that big.
What the hell? He's like, hey, I can't hear nothing.
I can't hear nothing, but
You
will
got-
you please quit rubbing your cheeks on mine?
Are you done already?
You got 30 seconds, and I turn around. Hey, weren't
If
there
you
two of you
grab
up here?
my crotch one more time.
The balloons normally stop around 3,000 feet, but their mile high trip goes to 5,280 feet to give you the full experience.
Yeah.
The whole flight is 3 hours long. I guess there better
Oh,
be
wow.
sandwiches and shit
What
packed.
are you going to do for the other
What are you going to do for
2 hours and
53
55
minutes?
Oh,
I said 55.
Ooh,
Stallone
seven.
said he lived there. I bet he didn't call it Temecula or
Tamakalukala.
Temecula.
I love you. It's the makers.
Oh my God. No, man, it's just stupidity at its finest.
I love it even more that you're drinking it out of a Blizzard cup.
Oh, well, imagine stopping at the Dairy Queen on the way here and explaining why you need a large cup of ice and a small cup of just diet soda with no ice in it. He's like, you want straws? I'm like, nah, man, I ain't drinking this with a straw.
we ain't drinking that with a
I
straw, buddy.
appreciate you, though.
Cheers.
So is this the actual web page? Is there photos?
Oh, wow. There
I want to see how big
Trying
this
to find
basket
some.
is.
No, that's part of it. So here's the interesting part about this opportunity for you. Like I mentioned, it's 3 hours long. The price is $1,400 for two passengers. But for a mere $159, you can bring a third person, a fourth person.
Oh, no, you shut your
Yes,
mouth.
you can
What?
have
How are all of you going to fit in that basket?
the basket fits up to 10 people.
Holy
maybe
cow.
not lying down.
Okay.
Maybe you got to like be on your knees or something. You could
some-
pull a train
We're
in a
in
balloon.
our 40s, okay? Let's
I
be
ain't pulling
honest.
nothing but a hamstring.
Oh my God.
I think no, it's shady because it won't let you just go by yourself.
You want to skeet over the mountainside?
Oh, are you being handsome?
I'm back to the mayo.
He said, I don't need a threesome. I just need a handsome.
I'm just going to rain on Temecula right now.
Oh my God! I'm gonna skeet all.
Hey, what's your credit card number?
Oh.
This is real, people.
Look at
This
it.
is the value that After Two Beers brings to the
Hey,
community.
I'm telling you what, if there's a product out there, somebody will come up with it.
the mile.
They are booked up. They're booked solid for the next month and a half.
Oh, 3 hours. 3 hours of shame. Can you imagine? I want to
Oh,
picture
we would
this.
see lots of stuff.
Now, Gibbler, I want to ask you this. Let's say your significant other, he says, I got a surprise for Valentine's Day. I'm going to take you up in a hot air balloon.
Oh, yeah, because you know this is the guy's idea.
Right. That's all he tells you. All right. And so you get in and you're like, all right, this is cool. Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
No.
Have you?
No.
I haven't either.
but
Would you do it?
A regular hot air balloon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know that I really want to be like bumping uglies up in the
Yeah,
air
but that's not what
necessarily.
I'm
I mean, I'm
asking.
not against it, but I don't know that I'm like,
Hey,
hey,
why you-
$1,500
They give you a
joyride.
pin though. You get a mile high pin and a commemorative digital picture.
Hey, Frontier
you probably can't
Airlines
see
is a
that
whole
description.
lot cheaper, man. I'm
I
telling
want
you.
to see.
I want to see you in a.
Spirit Airlines is even cheaper.
Have you
than
seen their
that.
bathrooms though?
Hey, Captain, why are you putting on a blindfold? Why are we up here?
Thing to me is when Kevin says that they offer a picture, I'm thinking like, is it like at Kings Island, like when you're right in the middle of the ride? Like, look at the face you were making.
Oh, I don't want any pictures of the O face, okay? Like,
he's like, I make that face all the time.
We good.
nobody needs a picture of the O face.
Let me keep going back to my story.
Okay,
go ahead.
So you're in the boat, you're in this thing, you're excited, you've never been in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, as you're enjoying the majestic view of the nature below, your significant other just drops his britches, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, oh, and puts up a screen and throws
Says
some
Happy
earmuffs
Valentine's
on.
Day.
And you're like, what the fuck did I just walk in? And you can't get out of said situation.
That's an awkward conversation for the next 3 hours.
You can't just call her the Uber.
Right?
Yeah.
You can hang off.
You're not going to shimmy down the rope or anything.
Get out of here. You better do
All
something.
right.
All right.
All right.
There you go.
Like
I want to know who's
Holding
in
the
on
left thumb in.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that one, bud.
it. Oh.
I'm out.
Oh, my God. For extra money, you can pay him to slap your ass.
No.
Oh, man.
Every time you're like in a rhythm, all of a sudden it's.
These aren't really so much stories as much as they're just facts. Because I don't really have any more details to go along with this story. But these come from Seattle in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And it just shows you where our world economy is going, at least here in the United States. In Seattle the other night, someone stole more than 500 eggs from a restaurant. It comes just days after someone stole 100,000 eggs
Holy cow.
from a supplier in Pennsylvania.
Whoa.
My question is, when did eggs get to be such a big deal?
Bird flu.
I'm not even talking about that. Like, I watch the news. It's on
It's all over the
CNN. It's
place.
on Fox News. It's on News Nation. Some people are like, oh, it's bird flu. Other people are like, oh, I thought you were going to fix the price of eggs. My whole question is, why did eggs become the barometer of how our economy is doing?
Right?
That's all I hear about now is the price of eggs. Amanda came home last night. Shit you not. She's like, price of eggs for 18 is $7.99 now.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want you to talk about that on the podcast. So this is for her.
You're on it.
Yeah. Joke's on her, though. I got her a balloon ride.
Yeah. We got a balloon ride tomorrow, baby.
I just sold those 100,000 eggs, and we can do a few balloon rides now.
I was in a meeting
Wow.
today with a customer of mine, and he was telling me that him and his wife had just spent a week in Florida, or a month, rather,
Oh, wow.
from December to early January in Florida. So clearly, they're not hurting financially.
Nah,
they're
no.
good.
But he told me a dozen eggs is $9.99 down there in Florida. So him and his wife freeze-dried 25 dozen eggs to
Holy
take with
cow.
them. And I'm like, this is America at its greatest, right? We are going to
Eggs
go.
isn't everything, though, if you think about it.
No, I understand. When was the last time you actually cooked with eggs?
Oh, I cook. I love eggs, but
don't.
like
Do you make? How often do you eat eggs? Like every day?
if I could, I would.
I'm asking you though.
I mean,
and
but
I'm
no,
not
like
even
I mean,
being-
I don't like. I
You
had
never-
eggs yesterday.
I can't tell you last time I had an egg.
Because I don't like eggs, so I don't worry about the price, so I don't
love
buy
eggs, but like if you think about it, if you want to make a thing of brownies,
them. You got to have at least
you got to have
one.
at least one egg.
When was the last time you made brownies?
It's been a minute.
That's what I'm saying. You know, and I don't disagree with you, Killer.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that even is prepackaged, like pasta and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you can buy a chicken for like $8. You can go get them as little critters out here, and Easter's coming up,
Yeah, absolutely.
and,
man.
and
Get you
just
one.
grow them yourself.
Yeah, but you got to kill those coyotes though,
Oh man, that's a good point.
so they don't get your
Makes you
your
that bold deal with-
chickens.
You know how you do it? You take your chicken and you coat it with Miracle Whip
There you go.
No,
because they like
nothing.
that.
Nobody likes Miracle Whip.
That's
You gotta
right.
get that mayo.
They won't eat your chickens.
Yeah.
I love eggs. I would eat eggs every single day. Like I love them hard boiled. I love them scramby. I love them on a Sammy.
No,
What's
you
your
can leave
favorite
them
way
off.
to eat an egg?
Yes.
Left in the fridge. 'Cause I ain't eating that.
I do like
No,
them.
like I love eggs. I could eat eggs.
No.
It's kind of like I always said that like since I
No.
started doing dieting and stuff, it's like I could eat meat and cheese trays and eggs
No.
So protein
for every meal.
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could eat it
wow.
for every meal.
absolutely
Love hard boiled. Love scramby. I like it. I don't like it over easy. I like it over. Is it over medium?
I don't want
the snotty stuff
because I
don't like the snotty stuff.
I do. I like. I'll
you
tell
like
you,
a little bit of the snotty,
not
snotty
the white. I want the white congealed, but I want the yellow flowing.
That's over medium.
Nah.
Yes, over
You guys are
easy.
disgusting.
Over easy is when there's a little bit of the white.
You don't
runny.
even know. Have you ever had a fried egg on a hamburger?
No.
Oh,
Well,
so
I would never
good.
order it for one.
Oh, it's so good. A brunch burger, breakfast
that sounds
burger.
good. Let me get my hamburger covered in
Oh,
snot.
and then if you can find a place that has like
Delicious.
a bacon jam to put on top of it with the bacon and the egg and the burger. Ooh.
What are you guys doing after this? I haven't
Yeah, I
had
know,
dinner.
right?
If we all pull our money together, we can
We
get
can
4
buy
eggs.
a couple eggs.
we get a couple eggs.
Oh, people are gonna have to paint potatoes this
Easter's
year.
really going to suck this year, isn't it?
Oh man, you ate
Oh
somebody's
yeah, what
house.
in the hell are people gonna do? They're just gonna buy this stupid, ugly plastic thing.
You don't have to get plastic eggs this year for Easter.
Yep, yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I can't
no,
believe how much
no.
we're talking about eggs.
Yeah,
Here
whatever.
we are again.
And
Look
mayo.
at this.
Eggs and mayo.
Yes.
Here's what I've learned. We should do a whole
show.
podcast that talks about just food.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
I
Everybody loves food.
Yeah, like we should. The next whole segment should be nothing but which flavors of Doritos we should rank top 5.
If they could bring back the '90s Cool Ranch, hundo.
Hundo. Yeah.
Yes, they had all of the flavor on them.
All right, let's
Okay,
go.
What
let's
do you
go.
got?
Let's go. What do we
Let's
got
get out of
next?
Temecula.
I feel bad. It's Temecula. It's
Temecula.
Temecula. It's Temecula. I love sounded that shit.
Oh, you
out.
should have got the email confirmation.
Nice.
I expect video.
Gross.
Take Spirit or Frontier
Right.
Airlines
You know,
there.
I have known of
You can
people
get a 2-for-1.
that have been on this show that did OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to start it after 2 beers, 5 Mile High Club. Nobody wants to see
After
that.
2.
Nobody wants to see that.
No, I'm 46. Nobody wants to see it.
You'd be
There's
surprised.
somebody.
I
Kevin,
told.
quit looking at me like that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is an actual
Can I
conversation.
bring my own mayo?
Yeah, exactly. I was getting ready to say that. Thank you, Kevin. Somebody will pay for
shoot.
mayo.
You know what I always
Good
tell
money.
Amanda? The bone's free. You got to work for the gravy, and the mayo's safe. That's a great.
gotta pay.
I'm out here, guys.
You got to pay for the mayo. You got to pay for the mayo.
We-
What else we got?
We are off the
Anyway.
rails tonight.
We're
Yeah.
loving it.
All right, this one comes to us from France.
France.
We're going to start making fun of people overseas now.
Come
A
from
woman
France.
was arrested after she car crashed into a Britain World War II memorial. Now, she was drunk at the time.
No,
The memorial,
what?
what makes it really interesting, it was a Churchill Mark IV tank. I pronounced all that correct, by the way.
Okay.
It's on permanent display at a Sword Beach in Normandy.
what?
Sword.
Sword
Sword?
Beach.
Sword?
Is it like a sword?
No.
Where the W is
Sword?
silent?
Is it silent?
I don't know.
Sword?
I don't know.
Like,
Sword?
if it's a weapon, is it a sword
I
or a
don't-
sword?
It's a beach. I
Okay,
don't
it's
know
a
what
beach.
it is.
Anyway, go ahead.
There's the tank. Jumped out in front of
ran
her.
right into
yeah,
it, huh?
that's not
No.
visible at all.
The crash happened at 5:30 in the morning Saturday, where thousands of troops came ashore
Oh, wow.
on D-Day on June 6, 1944. The tank was on display as a part of the 79th Armored Division, one created specifically for the D-Day landings.
I
Nothing
have a
says
feeling her car is going to be more jacked up than that.
Oh, that didn't even budge.
Yeah, it didn't
That
even. It just like, what the hell did you just do?
Yeah. You know, this proves to me that I should probably read these stories before we start. The Churchill was donated to France permanently by General Ian Harris, pronounced that correctly, who commanded the 2nd Battalion, that is the way to pronounce
Yes,
that,
yes, yes.
of the
Battalion?
Royal Ulster Rifles on D-Day. Yeah, but battalion of
Battalion.
2nd Battalion. Apparently, it screwed her car up pretty significantly.
I would
You
think
think?
so.
Didn't damage the tank at all.
No.
Nah.
None.
It might got a
And-
little scratch in the paint.
and she got arrested.
Oh, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Wow.
She gone.
Oh, that makes me happy. See? Didn't say that. Sword.
Sword.
Sword. Sword. You know why?
It's the S word.
I'll tell you, I had a roommate in college. His name was Matt Sword.
No,
And so that's really why. It's almost a joke. We had a guy next to us my freshman year. His last name was Wersch,
Oh, no.
and we called him Werschrag. So now it's not sword, it's sword.
Well,
Sword.
I just like, I always make fun of words like that. Like, I'm like, oh, I need to go and get a knife for
Yeah.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles.
All right. I'm going to
Sword.
prepare the two of you
Oh, God.
for something important.
Okay.
We've done almost 175 episodes of After Two Beers in this format, plus about another 30 that magically disappeared because I don't want my kids to ever hear the first few episodes we ever did.
I don't want your
The
kids
first
to ever
couple
hear
you
that
did.
either.
Coming to a Patreon near you.
Oh, my
is.
God. No, they do not exist. I deleted them. They're somewhere.
Gone.
They're in the Library of Congress, but I'm talking, it was not.
Oh, you really did delete.
They're not. They don't exist.
He Control-Alt-deleted.
Yeah, they are gone.
He's
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
the original shit
Yeah.
pan stuff.
Yeah, gone.
Gone.
We don't need to hear that stuff.
No, we don't.
But anyway, we started this podcast in 2018. It's 2025. We are
Yeah.
affectionately and happily in our 7th year.
Yeah.
We are excited to move forward. And in my time and doing this podcast, this may be my favorite story that I
I
have
can't wait.
ever told, ever
I can't
on
wait
this
to hear
podcast.
This is the best part because we don't know what these stories are.
Right.
I hope you
We
know
haven't
that.
discussed.
How many viewers do we have watching live right now?
10 right now.
Oh,
On Facebook. I'm not sure about YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know what these stories are, so this is the
This
best part. This is what I love.
This is the best part about turning in for a show like this. A guy in northern Canada,
Oh, Canuck.
yeah, he got into a drunken brawl outside a bar 2 weeks ago.
That checks out.
It's January 12th. I guess it's almost a month now. It happened shortly after midnight on January 12th in Fort McMurray. I pronounced that right.
There you go.
About 250 miles north of Edmonton. So we're talking...
Up there.
Oh, yeah. You're high-fiving polar bears and
Yeah,
shit on the way
yeah.
home. The temperature was single digits, at least, maybe colder. And as I mentioned, this gentleman got into a brawl. And it resulted in him going outside during the fight. And apparently, according to TMZ, his pants fell down.
Oh, no.
And he landed on his stomach. And when he landed on his stomach,
no.
his junk immediately froze to the ground.
Shut up.
He's laying there with his dick stuck to the ground.
I want to know why his dick was wet, though. It's a stick.
I mean, when you fight, you don't get... Oh, wait a minute.
See,
Not you.
This is why I love having Kevin here. This proves I'm not
Guy's
lying.
dick froze the pavement.
During
did he-
his arrest for a drunken brawl.
Maybe he peed a little. You never know.
See, now that's
It's like a wet tongue.
I'm
Not a
gonna
pole.
knock the piss out you.
Yeah, they call that pre-ejaculate. He was
Oh,
excited.
My Lord.
Someone on
Thank you, Jesus.
Facebook claimed that's not actually what happened. They claim it actually happened after the fight got broken up. Cops made him lie face down while arresting him, and that's when it happened.
Oh, no.
Apparently, there's footage of him being peeled off the ground.
Well, if he wasn't circumcised, he is now.
It's blurred, but you can tell it wasn't pleasant.
Shut
Oh,
up.
that's just the
Oh, do you think animals went back later and they were like,
They
"Oh man, I'd eat
scavenged it.
this." Had a little mayo on it.
tip. Little egg scramble, little over medium egg,
Can
some
you
mayo.
imagine how embarrassing that would be? That he is like, how do you?
How do you explain that to your next lady friend?
I don't even. I want to
Why do you
know.
got a scar
Like,
on your
how do
dick?
they like?
Hey, we just know that it was longer than his belly, though.
Well, he was laying
He's
face
laying
down.
face down.
Josh Hunter says it's like a reverse Christmas. It is.
Right,
It's the
it
opposite.
is. Yeah.
Totally.
Woo, wrong end.
Oh,
wrong end.
Gosh.
Somebody pee on it.
That's the question I have.
Yeah, why
right?
did you guys peel and not just like
Oh,
toss
no.
some warm
Well, that's the
water
thing.
or
If
something?
they didn't know, they probably just yanked him up.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god. That
It's like
would.
ripping a Band-Aid.
I
Maybe
told
he
you.
didn't know at that
He's
point.
definitely circumcised now.
Oh my god. If it wasn't purple already,
Yeah.
it was. Frostbit turned black. He's like, oh, it's gonna get bigger.
Definitely looks like Grimace now. Definitely
No.
looks like Grimace.
Oh my god.
wow.
I can't imagine. Like, hey man, I
that
heard you
kind of
got your-
hurts. Thinking of it now.
Can you sue somebody like?
Hey, be careful pulling me up. I'm stuck to the ground. How do you?
Oh my god.
What do you do?
All right.
Ouch.
2, 3,
No.
4. I still have 4 more stories.
There you go. We got
This,
15
this
minutes.
is why. No, yeah, we can go over. Hey, we don't pay for rights
I
on that
guess
shit.
that to do.
I tell you what.
The FCC doesn't control us.
That mayo just went right off the rails, didn't it?
Jeez, mate. Look at
Are
him
we
trying to
still
bring
talking about
yeah.
it again?
He's trying. He's trying.
God damn.
Got his dick frozen to a sidewalk.
Hey, did you know that mayo is actually made with eggs?
I'm done. She did it.
Cut her off.
There's a lot of them.
All right. Here's another one coming out of England. I guess the one was out of France. A mix-up involved a British nuclear sub, and it almost kicked off an international incident with Russia recently. The UK Navy was scanning for sounds of enemy activity underwater, and they thought they heard a Russian drone sub. The sound was heard at least twice, so they were freaking out. I love this fucking story. They thought Russia was dropping listening devices on the ocean floor to track Britain's nuclear subs, but after analyzing the sound, they think it might be something else.
Might have been a whale.
I think I know.
They think it was a whale fart.
Oh my God!
So you're telling me a Russian sub sounds like a whale fart?
Well, according to the UK.
Like,
It depends if they had mayo or eggs.
Apparently, they've been mistaken for enemy subs before. A source in the military said they're still studying the data and taking it very seriously.
That? Are we sure? Is it not a fart? Did someone like?
But they think
I want to know what whale farts sound like now. Like I'm extremely.
No, apparently not.
I really do. Like
you would smell it.
no, like is it like a question? Is it a question fart? Like a.
I think it's funny. I told a story on this podcast. I don't know 4 or 5 months ago.
Wow.
About a whale at a
Whale farts.
SeaWorld that took a shit in the pool.
Yeah,
and then swam around and splashed people with the shit water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think a whale now is my spirit animal.
Yeah.
Oh my
And when
God.
I hear this whale crop dusted a sub and almost started a nuclear war.
Do you think the whale was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go drop a bomb"?
Oh my God. It crop dusted a nuclear sub for fun.
Hey, Barry.
I'm gonna drop a bomb on this.
Oh, again, this is why I love it.
Oh, it doesn't.
I'm not making it up.
So that submarine was stuck in the whale's fart bubbles.
Oh, depth charges.
They are depth charges.
I mean, I've ate a sub and had to fart, but like I've never had a fart sound like a sub. So
Oh my Lord, that is one right there.
shoot.
You're right.
I want to know what that bubble looks like when it comes to the surface.
It's like a
gotta be
small. It's
massive.
like a VW.
Can you imagine you're out in like a little boat?
It's like a little bug.
What's that smell? Oh my God, we had a methane pocket.
I
Who
do
had
not.
eggs?
Oh my God, I don't want to know what a whale fart smells like with all the
Eggs?
plankton and.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to send. We're going to start
my
making
gosh.
sweatshirts and T-shirts again. We've been saving up all our ones from our shows.
That was a whale of a fart.
We're going to have a shirt made. I think Aaron Sitlow deserves one for his comments tonight. He says the Loch Ness Monster.
The what?
Loch Ness
Ness.
Monster.
Are you having a stroke?
I'm telling you.
Do I need to call emergency?
It's so funny you say that. I've heard that if you're in a stroke, you can't whistle or sing. And every time
I'm not that good at either anyway.
I start to immediately whistle. And the song I always sing is "You Never Even Call Me by My Name."
Oh no.
I may have a stroke one day, and I'll know because I can't sing David Allan Coe. That's
you
the
go.
life I live.
Okay.
Anyway,
go ahead. The Loch Ness monster.
The Loch Ness monster. I didn't pronounce that right. He said it's just a whale's penis. There's an article on it. It's a great article, apparently. It sounds like the president's
Shut
talking
up.
about.
No.
You know what? If I had a penis that was that large, I'd swim
on
back,
my back.
swim all the time too. Just showing off, and then I'd fart for fun.
Then hop in an air balloon.
Try to cause a war.
Hot air balloon. And
Oh man!
Oh my gosh.
All right.
That got derailed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. These next 3 stories are all massively great as well.
oh, God, I can't wait.
I'm going to start
Lies.
with the
do you
least of my favorite, but it's still a good one. And this is why TikTok, I was okay when it was going to be removed.
Right.
A 25-year-old man there in Texas. We're back to Texas.
Texas.
He could face charges after a video showed him using a 3-month-old baby like
I
a
heard about
snow
that.
brush to
Yeah.
clear off his windshield.
What?
Yes. There's
The
video of this too.
The baby was in a big,
Burqa,
burqa
blanket.
blanket, whatever. It was
Snow.
covered. But yeah,
You
he.
still don't.
People thought it was on TikTok thought it was a doll, but it was a real baby. He pushed the kid. Look
Right
at
there.
that's a real baby. Like, look how gentle he's being with
How
that
he's being
3-month-old.
violent.
Why
Come
is
on
that
now.
guy only in a t-shirt though?
Why is he using a 3-month-old to clean his car?
Where's this
Same.
again?
Texas. This is remember they had that
Oh, that
snowstorm.
snowstorm.
Look at this poor baby.
That hippie, he didn't know.
He didn't know.
You know what?
I
wish that he would fall down and have his penis stuck to the ground.
It happened in Port Arthur.
I feel like you don't have one.
Yeah, no, you don't have a penis if you're doing shit like that.
Well, let me read some more deals about it, and then we
I
can,
don't care.
we can
It's
chat about
fine.
this
It's
gentleman. It happened in Port Arthur, Texas. It's about 90 miles east of Houston. The area doesn't get a lot of snow, and he was obviously trying to be funny or go viral. It looks like he might actually be, this is a low-level TikTok trend.
He might go viral on his like community busted newspaper or whatever.
Right.
What is that?
Yeah.
What is that page called? Where we see all the people that get arrested. Is it called busted
The
newspaper?
smoking gun?
My yearbook?
No, it's busted newspaper.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't watch it.
Okay, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Our newest sponsor says, well, they don't keep ice scrapers in their car. Meanwhile, the dog is sitting there going, man, I'm glad he's not using me.
no shit.
I'm still blown away. Like, I mean, a 3-month-old is still a very fragile human being.
That was very
And he's
violent.
whipping that baby around. Look at that. That's a live 3-month-old. Where's mom? Mom is going to be so pissed.
That is not sped up or nothing.
That has look. I mean,
Oh my God.
that's not a real baby.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Well, I'll tell you why it was. He got arrested for it. Let me continue.
Yeah, finish it up.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, he should be.
The good news is cops did a welfare check. The baby is fine. The guy hasn't been charged yet. We'll have to follow up to see. They also haven't released his name yet, but he's expected to face child endangerment charges.
Oh, I'm sure he made
bet.
bail with all the money he made off of that.
I bet you when his
video.
wife gets home, she's going to beat the shit out of him with a dildo.
I hope so.
Hey, baby, look at this video I made. Can we see that video one more time?
No, I don't wanna.
This is real. This is my least
I
favorite.
don't like it. I don't like it. No.
This is what happens when you put TikTok. People want to be famous, and they use a 3-month-old.
Well, and who's filming it, Mom?
Right, there you go.
It's
Who was the other
probably-
half?
I mean, the guy does have a
like that
twat
part
knot.
right there. That baby just got so much ice in the face.
Right. Like, what is going on with that?
That's gross. I
Yeah,
don't like
but
it.
I've seen people here
I don't like
in
it.
Indiana that would have had that baby out without socks on.
Oh, yeah.
Why does people not put shoes and socks on their babies?
I mean, it's not like they're going to go run a marathon or anything, but still, you need to
fucking
protect
cold.
their feet. I know. I'm saying.
You got to think
You
in other
still need to
countries,
protect their
They
feet.
take babies out
Aaron
to build their
says
immune
that might be
system.
the only time that kid sees snow. Yeah, because they got frostbite in his eyes and it fucking fell out or something.
Yeah.
His face got a.
I don't like this one. Let's go.
All right, we're moving on.
I don't like it.
Well, that's why we bring it up, because we want people to see how stupid Americans are. This one comes to us from the great state of Wisconsin.
Again.
Yes. Now, I've shared this story
Cheesehead.
offline with both of you, and because I think it's just that interesting. I didn't even know this was possible. This isn't a goal for people at home, by the way, when I read this story. 52-year-old Randall, pronounce that last name for me, smartass. I love it.
Villarreal?
That ain't it.
No.
Villarreal?
No. Nice try.
Villarreal. Villarreal.
I'm sure it
Valeria.
sounds so. Yeah. Welcome to my world. It's hard, this show.
Valeria.
Anyway,
It's not Valeria. Villarreal. Okay, go ahead.
I got a bad case of Valeria the other day. Yeah. Villarreal.
you gotta wrap that
Villarreal.
shit. Anyway,
Villarreal.
we'll just call him Randy.
There
Let's
you
go.
go.
Randy is a middle school teacher in, what's that city called?
Waukesha?
Waukesha?
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Sounds like you're making fun of somebody. It's rude.
Rude.
Anyway, Randy is a 52-year-old teacher in Wisconsin near Milwaukee. They got cops got a call. This was about 3 weeks ago about a hit and run crash that occurred at 7:30 in the morning.
7:30.
Oh, I remember this one now that
Now,
you say this.
The important part for all of the viewers,
Yes.
listeners of this, is to remember this is 7:30 in the
A.M.
morning.
And believe
And he's a teacher. He's on his way to.
I was going to say, correct me if I'm wrong. This guy's a teacher, right?
Yep.
He's a middle school gym teacher. And
Oh, it's always the
something
gym
about gym
teachers.
teachers, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
It turned out Randy had dropped his kid off at a different school, then he drove off. But while he was driving off, he rear-ended someone on his way to work. And he left the scene. He told the person he had to go because he was a teacher and had to get to school. I'm sorry I fucked your car up. I gotta go
get
teach
it.
some kids.
Here's my entrance card.
Yeah.
The person who
There it is.
got hit got a picture of the license plate, and then they found the Randy smashed up Jeep in the school parking lot. Now, here's where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
And this is why this story is, because
to
at this
this,
point, this
please.
happens probably 100 times a day in the U.S. They gave him 4 field sobriety tests, and he failed them all. So the principal asked them to search his office, and they found even more alcohol. That's not even the important.
No, it's
right
not.
here. When they breathalyzed him.
Yes.
I didn't even know this was possible. He blew a .4, which is 5 times the legal limit.
Which is high
Almost
as the
half
thing will
of your
go.
blood is alcohol.
No, that would be 50%. This is like 0.4%. Like,
Isn't 0.4 a 40%?
no, that's
Okay.
0.4%.
Okay.
But still, this is the highest.
This is a lot. It's
This
a
is the highest
freaking
that
lot.
the thing will measure is 0.4.
The way
This is
Kim's
what is
describing
I'm
it-
just doing percentages here.
The way Kim's
0.4 is
describing it-
40%.
A vampire could get liquored.
I know.
Half their blood is alcohol?
0.4, not 0.04.
No. I know what you're saying, but 1.4 would be 1.4%.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm
So it's
saying?
different with that. I'm just thinking percentage. You say 0.4, that's 40%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
sorry.
that's true.
Go ahead.
Well, you do
That-
work in a
that-
bank.
well,
That's true.
whatever.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure his alcohol.
It's
enough.
way high.
It's enough. It's the
Yeah.
highest
Yeah.
ever.
Anyway, and that's my
It's
point.
over 4 times your
Yes.
legal limit to drive.
They say it could have been higher, but unfortunately, the breathalyzer maxes out at 0.4.
Yeah.
They don't know exactly. And now, remind you,
Math.
7:30 in the morning.
7:30.
7:30 in the morning.
7:30.
And this guy does not have an eye
Now, wait a
color
minute.
other than yellow.
Is this 7:30? Is that when the crash happened,
That old as
or
me.
when they found him at work?
7:30 is when he dropped his kid off. He had
Yeah.
a kid in a car with him while he was driving
Yeah.
at 0.4
So-
to schools. He went from one school to another school at 7:30 in the
And
morning.
they found him.
0.4. He was functioning. He wasn't even asleep. In court, a judge told him he was lucky to be alive. He said he couldn't believe someone could be that drunk, especially before 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Randy says, man, you haven't hung out and partied with me, brother.
Yeah.
He's facing multiple charges, including driving drunk with a kid in the car. He's due back in
think?
court. It actually should have happened. So, well, that must be that right there.
Yeah.
I'd love to. 0.4.
Like when they showed up, God love him, but shit, man.
That's a lot of alcohol. That is a lot of
Point,
alcohol.
Oh my
0.4
God. You had to like
morning.
put a whole pint to your face
I've
twice.
drank-
in your face. Yeah,
No, I've got a buddy who drank 2/5 one night. I'm pretty sure he didn't hit 0.4, but he was sick for 2 days.
well,
And his vomit like
Yeah.
made paint peel off of the
Yeah,
porch,
well,
but whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it happens.
it
You
happens.
burned down a couple bushes. Whatever.
Piss in your gas tank, drive home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good Lord.
Flammable.
Wow.
All right, here's our last. Are you guys ready for one more
Glad
story?
the kids
One
okay.
more.
What do you
All
got,
right,
baby?
we're gonna bookend it with Florida.
Yes.
Yes.
I fucking love Florida. You motherfuckers do not disappoint.
A guy in Florida was arrested 2 weeks ago on a
Florida
Sunday.
man.
Florida man, for assaulting his roommate with a sandwich. The
It
29-year-old
didn't have mayo on it.
Octavius Chandler.
Or
He
an egg.
whipped his sandwich at his roommate while they were arguing
About Miracle Whip.
about
Yes.
video games.
I love it. Yes.
Now, my favorite part of the story, I haven't revealed. It's after 2. I'm just drinking bourbon tonight. It's after
I love
2
you
bourbons.
guys. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's go. Bourbon to news.
There it is, bologna sandwich. Only in Florida would it be sure to be a bologna sandwich. The guy told the police that he was trying to sleep, and Octavius was in his bedroom playing the PlayStation 5, and it actually turned out to be his roommate's PlayStation, so he went in and took it while
Oh, shit.
he was playing because he was being too
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
I believe this sincerely. My son, who's a smart kid, yells extremely loud
yeah.
when he's playing video games.
Oh, my kids do all the time. My kids are 11.
It was the
And
first
he's-
time you ever heard your kid cuss, wasn't it?
Oh, they're yelling
Playing
at other
video
people.
games.
And well, my one kid, one of my twins, gives people shit. He is the best shit talker. He's 11 and will cuss you out and tell you, "Hey, that sounds like a skill problem, buddy." And just as
my
he,
God.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God, I love it.
Apparently,
Apparently,
Give him shit.
the bologna sandwich hit the roommate's center of the chest, and that was it. The police report said he had no visible injuries.
Well, no, it's baloney.
It's fucking baloney.
But he got charged with a felony.
A felony?
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's an assault.
It wasn't his first rodeo either.
No.
Apparently, he's been arrested multiple times for battery, including 2 other attacks that
With
also
pepperoni.
involved video games.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say sandwiches. Man, I thought you were going to say sandwiches.
He carries
He
like
said,
6
I don't-
shooters, but
don't
just
give me
2
no
bologna
bologna.
sandwiches.
Don't be giving me no baloney. 'Cause I'm a sandwich man.
Sitlo says they were out of dildos.
Yeah, right.
Apparently, in
Bookended.
2022, he had gotten upset over a video game and threatened a 60-year-old man with a knife.
Woo!
But a year later, he pleaded no contest after choking out his own sister during a fight that involved him gaming.
Wow.
So now he's facing charges for felony battery and violating his probation because he threw a bologna sandwich.
You careful, man. Careful. Watch that mayo. Watch them eggs. You, I tell you what. You put egg in You put egg on my sandwich. It's salt.
Assault.
I
I'm throwing it right at your chest.
almost
Assault and pepper.
I almost did a neti
I'm
pop
out.
with bourbon. It would have been so gross. It would have been the nastiest bourbon lace snot bubble.
I wouldn't do that. I'd take it off and throw it at the wall.
Oh, so nasty.
I love
All right. Well, like I mentioned, it's been a few weeks since we've been back, so we had a lot of interesting stories.
I love every one of them.
Oh, there's so many. Like, there's a story. If you want to look these up, there was a lady that ordered groceries from, what's the cart one? Instacart. And she ordered groceries, and when the guy arrived to deliver the groceries with his wife and kid in the car,
Oh no!
it set off an alarm in the house. And the wife's like, what the hell's going on? Somebody's out there trying to steal something. Husband runs out, shoots the guy in his legs.
Oh,
Both
wow.
of them. The guy gets back in the car, drives away to call the police.
What?
With his wife and kid in the car.
The Instacart guy?
Yes.
Oh no!
Yeah, so we didn't even have time to get into that one.
That'd be next time.
Virginia, a guy, people were double parking out in front of his house. It pissed him off. He was convinced that this was some sort of human trafficking operation. Turns out it was Bible study. If you want to read into that one,
Completely off.
We'll talk about that one next time on.
Oh, that's what I mean. We have so much shit on here. There's so much good stuff on here.
We got that.
Now you're giving it away. We got to save some of this.
Oh no! I mean, my whole goal here is to provide a service to the listener and the viewer.
And this
I'm
is what I
trying to
love.
share with you the shit that's going on
Because
in the world
we live
today.
here in Indiana. We are sheltered. I'll admit it. We won't hear this shit.
No,
You won't hear this shit in the local news.
Oh, no.
You going to hear about somebody getting attacked by a dildo? No.
It's not happening on our news.
Ew,
Not in the Bible Belt.
I want to hear it. Somebody be getting hit by a sandwich? You might
We
hear
might
that
hear
one.
that one.
You
We
might
had-
hear that
Yeah.
one.
in tonight's show.
Except it's probably going to be like somebody splattered somebody in the face with sausage gravy.
I'm going to splatter somebody with gravy.
So gross.
I did it.
All right, let's. On that, we're gonna get out of here. I gotta go home and finish up my adventure balloon ride reservation.
Yeah. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow, so everybody get your balloon ride ready.
Well, instead of buying a dozen roses, you spend a little extra money, go out and buy a dozen eggs.
So seriously, I mean, like
Yeah.
you guys you've been with your lady for a long time. Do you guys do stuff
Yeah.
for
Kind
Valentine's Day?
Kind of. Like, I bought her something, and then she bought me something.
I'm going to buy her
So
something.
I guess that, but we didn't, like, wait till the day of.
My very
do
favorite
anything.
thing
We
is
just-
I got a coupon for wings. So we're going to buy wings tomorrow for dinner.
There you go.
I'm excited.
It's
Yeah.
the things that make fat little
And
white guys like me
she
excited.
goes,
Chicken
she
wings.
texts me, she goes, wings tomorrow? I was like, absolutely.
Nothing says loving like chicken wings. Am I right?
Absolutely.
You
Am
know
I
what?
right?
But
You know, every
Yeah.
time I eat chicken wings, I think,
Because you
though,
flock and love her.
flock and love her.
Flock.
All right. You know what? I'm
I'm
we're
done. That was
All
a mom
right.
joke.
We appreciate you tuning in to this week's podcast, the After Two Beers podcast. We greatly appreciate, again, our buddy Kevin Shook, who continues to prove that I'm not lying when I make these stories up.
No, he
brings up
provides
actual shit
everything.
that proves that these are real stories that are going on in the world. So
Yeah.
just when you think your life is out of control and you're like embarrassed about what you do, just know that you didn't get hit with a dildo this week, or
Nope.
didn't get your dicks frozen to the sidewalk.
I'm going to take that right now as a win.
It's a win.
That's
That is
right.
a win for me this
Total
week.
win.
Nor did you crash into a military tank on the way home. How did that get there?
It's early.
Thanks again for our Patreon sponsors, patreon.com/after2beers. Make sure you tune in to our trivia. We've got those coming up for at least another 6 weeks or so. So we want you to hang out and enjoy those. If you want to listen to some cool music, I'm completely changing the music I play on 101.7 The Point here in Richmond. I'm on Saturdays and Sundays. You can check that out as well. And, I think that's pretty much wraps it up.
Is that it?
So
Yeah, I mean, the one thing you do every time.
It's the most important part.
Talk about it.
You know, as much as we like to kid these people about their dicks being stuck to sidewalks and having sex in hot air balloons, in all sincerity, I'd say that's right. That's the bourbon's kicking in. Bourbon is kicking in.
There's the bourbon.
In all snares.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Anyway,
I can't pull over.
in all sincerity, as I'm trying to get into the important shit.
Okay, I'll shut up.
I know he's going with me. He's running down the Super Trooper.
Can't pull over anymore, man.
He's already over.
You boys like Mexico.
Here's what I got to ask, and this is true.
True, absolutely. I do it every
The most
day.
important. And seriously, this is we go about life, and there's lots of people in your life that maybe you don't see on a regular basis, or maybe you do. And, we all get busy in our own life. But if you see someone in your life that you feel like they're just struggling, maybe they just don't seem like themselves, or maybe they just seem down, or just not the person that you always remembered them to be. The only thing that we ask you to do is just do us a favor. Reach out to them. Ask them how they're doing, how they've been, or just let them know you care about them and appreciate them. You know, we all go through our own shit, and this is one of the things that I've talked to Amanda about, too, in life is, somebody may come up and give you some shit one day, and you're like, why the hell are they busting my nuts? You don't know what they're dealing with at home. You don't know, if a parent is sick, what a child, the whole thing. And all I'm simply saying is, let's just take care of each other out there. And if you got somebody in your life you feel like they might be struggling, don't talk about it behind their backs or on Facebook. Reach out to them. Tell them you love them.
Give them a text. It's as simple as that. It takes a couple seconds to text somebody and say, hey, thinking about you. Hope everything's good.
Yeah. Say something like, hey, man, it looks like you're down and you're struggling. Listen to this podcast about this guy gets his dick stuck to the sidewalk, and you'll feel a whole lot better about it.
It's hilarious. They talk about
Life's not that bad.
They talk about eggs and mayo. Life isn't that bad.
All right.
And on another note, if you are feeling down and out and you're not feeling to yourself, also reach out to people.
Yes.
And let them know what you're going through, because I'm telling you, you're not alone.
No.
Yeah.
Life's freaking hard. Everybody deals with shit. Make sure that you have somebody in your corner.
Yeah.
Reach out to people.
Yeah. Do it. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Mental health is a big deal.
Mental health is a big deal.
Yes. And very much so.
There you go. All right. I guess we got to wrap this up. We're just running at the diarrhea of the mouth now. I guess, Gibbler, without further ado, we will talk to them all next time.
After 2 beers.